After covering the origin and development of informatics, we covered in our previous lecture. Now we will continue to the application of informatics. Now, informatics has by and large a wide range of application across various sectors. For instance, number one, healthcare informatics. And healthcare informatics or medical informatics itself is a very huge area. And it is to be noted that there are so many facets exist under healthcare informatics. To mention a few here, number one, clinical informatics, clinical research informatics, consumer health informatics, dental informatics, mental health informatics, nursing informatics, pharmacy informatics, primary care informatics, public health or population informatics, telemedicine and mobile computing informatics, translational bioinformatics, and veterinary informatics. And then after health informatics, there are bioinformatics, geoinformatics, social informatics, educational informatics, environmental informatics, business and finance informatics. But besides, there is jurisprudence or law informatics and informatics for other areas, but it is not possible to cover all application areas in one single lecture. However, in this lecture, we will try to touch the basic information about these informatics areas. At first, let us cover healthcare informatics or medical informatics. Now, approximately 30% of the world's data is generated by the healthcare industry. Very amazing. And it is expected to rise to 36% by 2025, as expressed by Michigan Tech in 2021, just 4 years back. Now, the ability to effectively analyze and deploy this data is challenging to the successful operation of healthcare organizations. However, a recent report by Arcadia survey revealed that less than 60% of data generated by healthcare organizations is being used to make intelligent business decisions. At the same time, 93% of healthcare leaders agree that quality data is critical to their performance, but investing in analytics remains a common challenge across healthcare organizations, large and small. The information explosion, the advancement of technology in the medical field, and the need to keep sensitive data confidential has created a robust market for health or health informatics specialists who work at the intersection of information science, computer science, and healthcare. Next, medical informatics, also known as health informatics, is the intersection of information technology and healthcare. It involves the application of computational tools, methods, and theories to improve healthcare delivery, management, and outcome. Now, some common subfields of medical informatics. There are some very common subdomains of medical informatics. Already we mentioned few. That is the exhaustive list, but some very common and frequently used subfields are mentioned here. Number one, clinical informatics. It focuses on the application of information technology to support clinical decision making, patient care, and healthcare delivery. For each facet of medical informatics, the focal areas are different. This is to be noted carefully. Next, public health informatics. It examines the use of information technology to support public health surveillance, outbreak detection, and health promotion. Actually, public health informatics deals with data dealing with mass health or common people health or mass health. Next, bioinformatics. Bioinformatics actually, this facet not entirely belongs to health informatics, but yes, partially belongs to health informatics. Now, bioinformatics, this facet involves the application of computational tools and methods to analyze and interpret biological data such as genetic sequence and protein structure. Next, imaging informatics. It focuses on the application of information technology to support medical imaging, image analysis, and image-based decision making. Now, application of medical informatics. Number 1, electronic health records. Implementing and optimizing EHR systems to support clinical decision making and patient care. Then, clinical decision support systems. Developing and implementing CDSs to provide healthcare professionals with real-time guidance and recommendations. Next, telemedicine and telehealth. Using information technology to support remote healthcare delivery, consultation and monitoring. Personalized medicine, applying computational methods and genomics to tailor medical treatment to individual patients, and public health surveillance, using information technology to monitor and track disease outbreaks, epidemics and pandemics. Now, methods and tools used in medical informatics. Number 1, data mining and machine learning, applying computational methods to analyze and interpret large healthcare data sets. NLP, natural language processing. Now, using NLP techniques to extract insights and meaning from clinical text data. Medical imaging analysis, applying computational methods to analyze and interpret medical images such as X-rays, CT scans and MRIs. MRIs means magnetic resonance imaging. Health information exchange, implementing and optimizing HIE systems to support secure and interoperable healthcare data exchange, and clinical trial management systems which uses IT, information technology, to support clinical trial design, management and analysis. Now, challenges and future directions. Interoperability and data integration, ensure seamless data exchange and integration across different healthcare systems and stakeholders. Artificial intelligence and machine learning, exploring the potential of AI and ML to support clinical decision making, patient engagement and healthcare delivery. Cybersecurity and data protection, protecting sensitive healthcare data from cyber threats and ensuring compliance with regulations such as HIPAA, that is Health Insurance Productivity and Accountability. It indicates actually it covers health insurance and health jurisprudence area also. Patient engagement and empowerment, using IT to support patient-centered care, engagement and empowerment. And global health informatics, applying medical informatics principles and methods to support healthcare delivery and improving in low resource settings. Next, role of health information professionals. Now, these are the effective roles of health information professionals. Number 1, apply the effective uses of biomedical data, information and knowledge for scientific inquiry, problem solving and decision making. Use data analytics and artificial intelligence to develop insights and drive innovations in the healthcare industry. Improve patient portals, create cloud-based healthcare systems and help personalize treatment plans. Help improve patient outcome and make healthcare systems more efficiently by optimizing healthcare delivery and centralizing information such as medical records. Develop new medical technology, design public health strategies, and digitization of healthcare record systems and processes. And finally, to integrate electronic health records with existing systems, aiming for minimal organizational disruption and even improved delivery of healthcare services. Where do health informatics professionals work? There are many areas where health informatics professionals may work, like computer or information security firms, government agencies, health informatics firms, health insurance companies, hospital and healthcare systems, long-term care facilities, medical billing firms, medical clinics and doctors' offices, medical insurance firms, medical oversight firms, medical software and technology firms, multi-centered hospital systems, public health organizations, and research laboratories. Now, let us now point out some health informatics job titles like health informatics specialist or clinical analyst, clinical information specialist, nursing informatics specialist, pharmacy or nutrition informaticist, clinical informatics manager, health informatics consultant, informatics nurse, healthcare IT project manager, informatics director. Where do health informatics majors study? Number one, software, database and analytical tools that process biological information. Then how to design and implement innovative applications and promote new technologies in healthcare such as medical decision support systems, telemedicine applications and medical ethics and biostatistic guidance. How to use various resources, devices and methods to learn to optimize the acquisition, storage, retrieval, interpretation and use of health and biomedicine information, and how to retrieve and share information efficiently, think critically while problem solving and decision making based on the best possible patient outcome. Now, what skills do health professional specialists need? Number one, computer programming. Some health informatics specialists design computer programming to automate the application of statistical analysis techniques to clinical data, drawing out insights with the aid of technologies like artificial intelligence. Data analytics. The role of data analytics in healthcare is expansive, and health informatics use descriptive, predictive and prescriptive analysis to discover patterns, forecast and problem solve. Healthcare IT, health informatics specialists work closely with health information technology like electronics health records and clinical health data systems. They are comfortable working with data generated by technologies such as telemedicine, wearable health devices, electronic prescription services, patient portals and consumer healthcare apps. Management. Senior and executive positions in health informatics such as Director of Health Informatics or Chief Medical Information Officer involve managing teams of informatics specialists or heading up strategic project management. The future of health informatics. The digitization of healthcare is well underway, and today's rapid progression in artificial intelligence, data security standards and big data is affecting our daily lives more and more. The need to respond to these changing technologies assures the future of the health informatics field, as these professionals will lead the efforts to adapt in this new landscape. Electronic health records and interoperability. EHR adoption and the focus on interoperability to facilitate data sharing among healthcare providers. Telehealth and remote monitoring. Accelerated adoption of telehealth and remote monitoring technologies for virtual healthcare delivery. This is very important point. And big data and analytics. Increasing reliance on big data and analytics for predictive analysis, personalized medicine and population health management. artificial intelligence, AI and ML, growing use of AI and ML in healthcare for tasks like image analysis, predictive analysis and drug discovery, the role of mobile apps and wearable devices in health monitoring, medication management and patient engagement, and ethical, legal and security consideration, ongoing discussions and regulations related to ethical use of health data, patient privacy, data security and legal compliance. So, that's all about health informatics. One of the major application areas of informatics. Next, we will cover bioinformatics. Now, bioinformatics is the application of computational tools and methods to analyze, interpret and predict the behavior of biological systems, particularly at the molecular level. In brief, bioinformatics is a scientific field that uses computers to study biological data. It is a subdiscipline of biology and computing and also known as computational biology in some contexts. Bioinformatics, as related to genetics and genomics, is a scientific subdiscipline that involves using computer technology to collect, store, analyze and disseminate biological data and information such as DNA and amino acid sequences or annotations about those sequences. Bioinformatics, which is covered over the subjects like biology, biochemistry, chemistry, computer science, engineering, mathematics, statistics. Subfields of bioinformatics. Number 1, genomics studies the nature, studies the structure, function and evolution of genomes. Then proteomics, it is the most active topic of research today, proteomics. It examines the structure, function and interactions of proteins or protein molecules. Transcriptomics, it analyzes the expression and regulations of genes. Metagenomics, it explores the genetic diversity of microbial communities. And systems biology, it integrates data from various biological levels to understand complex biological systems. Bioinformatics tools and techniques. 1. Sequence alignment compares DNA, RNA or protein sequences to identify similarities and differences. Phylogenetic analysis reconstructs evolutionary relationships between organisms. Gene expression analysis examines the expression levels of genes under different conditions. Protein structure prediction predicts the three-dimensional structure of proteins. And machine learning applies statistical models to predict biological outcomes. Now, practical applications of bioinformatics. Number 1, personalized medicine develops tailored treatments based on individual genetic profiles. Cancer research, it is also the most active research topic today globally. It identifies genetic mutations and develops targeted therapies. Infectious disease research analyzes pathogen genomes to understand disease mechanisms. Synthetic biology designs new biological systems such as genetic circuits. Agricultural biotechnology develops genetically modified crops with improved traits. Bioinformatics applications in some subject domains. It is indicated here, for instance, DNA sequence, genome analysis, evolutionary biology, immunomathematics, gene expression, proteomics. So, these are the application areas of bioinformatics. Now, challenges and future directions. At first, data integration, combining data from diverse sources and formats. Scalability, analyzing large-scale biological data. Interpretation, translating computational results into biological insights. Collaboration, integrating expertise from biology, computer science and mathematics. And ethics, addressing concerns surrounding genetic data and its applications. Now, geoinformatics. Geoinformatics is an integration of technologies that deal with geospatial information management and analysis, information and communication technology application in global positioning system, remote sensing system, geological infrastructure system, and spatial and decision support system. Now, geoinformatics, also known as geospatial information science, is the science and technology of gathering, analyzing, interpreting, and visualizing geographic data. Geoinformatics is the subject field which develops and uses information science infrastructure to address the problems of earth sciences such as geography, geodesy, cartography, photogrammetry, GPS, GIS, and related branches of science and engineering. It involves the collection, storage, analysis, and visualization of spatial data. Geoinformatics is used in many fields, including disaster management, environmental modeling, and urban development. Now, components of geoinformatics: geographic information systems, software systems that capture, store, analyze, and display geographically referenced data. Remote sensing, the acquisition of information about the Earth's surface through aerial or satellite imagery. Global navigation satellite systems, networks of satellites that provide location information and timing signals. And finally, spatial analysis, the use of statistical and mathematical techniques to analyze and interpret geographic data. Now, applications of geoinformatics: number one, urban planning, using GIS and spatial analysis to design and optimize urban infrastructure. Environmental monitoring, tracking changes in the environment such as deforestation, climate change, and natural disaster. Natural resource management, managing and covering natural resources such as water, minerals, and forests. Disaster response and recovery, using geoinformatics to respond to and recover from natural disasters. And location-based services, providing services such as navigation and tracking using geoinformatics technologies. So, these are the use of geoinformatics. Now, technologies used in geoinformatics: GIS software, remote sensing satellite, Landsat, GNSS receiver, etc. Also, spatial databases and programming languages are used here: Python, R, Java, C++. Challenges and future direction. Data integration. Data integration obviously the greatest challenge, because non-standard data is very threat to the entire process of informatics. Now, data integration, it indicates combining data from different sources and formats, scalability, analyzing large-scale geographic data, uncertainty, managing uncertainty in geographic data and analysis, ethics, addressing concerns surrounding geographic data and its applications, artificial intelligence, integrating AI and ML techniques into geoinformatics. Next, let us discuss on social informatics. Now, social informatics is the study of the social and cultural implications of information and communication technologies, ICTs, on individual, organizations, and society. Social informatics is the study of information and communication tools in cultural or institutional contexts. It is the interdisciplinary study of the information technologies that takes into account their interaction with institutional and cultural context in the society. Being a transdisciplinary field, social informatics is part of a larger body of socio-economic research that examines the ways in which the technological artifact and human social contexts mutually constitute the information and communications technology ensemble. Now, this is social informatics. This is the block diagram. ICT interaction with society, three main facets of social informatics. Number one, ICT interaction with society, then ICT applications in the social sciences, and ICT as a social research tool. Now, in summary, social informatics refers to the body of research and study that examines social aspects of computerization, including the role of information technology in social and organizational change, the uses of information technologies in social context, and the ways in which social organization of information technology is influenced by social forces and social practices. Next, research areas in social informatics. Number 1, social media and online communities, examining the impact of social media on social relationship, identity and community building, digital divide and inequality, investigating the disparities in access to and use of ICTs across different socioeconomic groups, information seeking and behavior, understanding how people seek, use and share information in various contexts, human-computer interaction, designing and evaluating interfaces that are intuitive, usable and accessible, and organizational and workplace studies, examining the impact of ICTs on organizational behavior, communication and work practices. Theories and frameworks in social informatics. Social construction of technology examines how social factors shape the development and use of technology. Actor network theory studies the relationships between human, technology and organizations, and critical discourse analysis analyzes the power dynamics and social implications of language and communication in ICT mediated contexts. Therefore, the point to be noted that social information of all other information perhaps is the highest, perhaps possesses highest degree of interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary behavior. Okay. And there are so many other areas covering these facet of social informatics. Applications of social informatics. Number 1, digital inclusion and accessibility, designing ICTs that are accessible and usable by diverse population, online education and learning, developing effective online learning environments and experiences, health informatics, examining the social and cultural implications of ICTs on healthcare delivery and outcome, and civic engagement and participation, investigating the role of ICTs in facilitating civic engagement, participation and social change. Methods and tools in social informatics. Qualitative and quantitative research methods using surveys, interviews, observations and content analysis to study social phenomena. Social network analysis, mapping and analyzing social relationships and networks, content analysis software using tools like Nifivo Atlas.ti or MaxData to analyze large datasets, and participatory action research, collaborating with stakeholders to design and implementing ICTs that meet their needs. Next, we will discuss on educational informatics. It is the study of the application of information and communication technologies to support teaching, learning and educational management. The major areas of educational information include learning management systems, designing and implementing LMS to support online and blended learning, instructional design, creating effective instructional materials and experiences using ICTs, educational data mining, analyzing large data sets to understand student learning behavior and improve educational outcome, artificial intelligence in education, exploring the potential of AI to support personalized learning, intelligent tutoring and educational assessment, and mobile learning and ubiquitous computing, developing learning experiences that leverage mobile devices and ubiquitous computing. Now, theories and frameworks in educational informatics. Number 1, social constructivist theory emphasizes the role of social interaction and collaborative learning in shaping educational experience. Cognitive load theory examines how to optimize instructional design to minimize cognitive overload and promote learning. And technology acceptance model studies the factors that influence teachers and students' adoption and use of ICT in education. Applications of educational informatics, online and blended learning, creating flexible and accessible learning experiences that combine online and face-to-face instruction, intelligent tutoring system, developing AI-powered systems that provide personalized support and feedback to students, learning analytics, using data analytics to understand student learning behavior and improve educational outcomes, game-based learning, designing educational games that promote engagement, motivation and learning. Now, next point, virtual and augmented reality in education, exploring the potential of immersive technologies to support experiential learning and skill development. Now, methods and tools in educational informatics. Number one, design-based research, using iterative design and testing to develop and refine educational interventions. Learning analytics platform, utilizing platforms like Moodle, Blackboard or Canvas to collect and analyze learning data. Educational data visualization, using visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI or D3.js to communicate insights and trends in educational data. And mobile app development, creating mobile apps to support learning such as language learning, math practice or science exploration. Next, we will discuss on environmental informatics. Now, environmental informatics is the application of information technology and computer science to support environmental decision making, research and management. The major areas of focus in environmental informatics are environmental monitoring, developing and applying sensors, drones and satellite technologies to monitor environmental parameters such as air and water quality, climate and ecosystems. Ecological modeling, creating computational models to simulate and predict environmental phenomena such as climate change, water flow and species distribution. Conservation informatics, applying information technology to support conservation efforts such as species tracking, habitat analysis and ecosystem management. And sustainability informatics, developing and applying information systems to support sustainable development such as energy efficiency, green infrastructure and sustainable transportation. Theories and frameworks in environmental informatics. Number one, systems thinking, examining environmental systems as complex interconnected networks. Ecological informatics, applying information technology to understand and manage ecological systems. Environmental decision support systems, developing computer-based systems to support environmental decision making. And participatory GIS, involving stakeholders in the development and use of geographic information systems GIS for environmental decision making. Application areas of environmental informatics include climate change research, using computational models and data analytics to understand and predict climate change impacts. Water resources management, applying environmental informatics to manage water resource including water quality, supply and demand. It is very significant today because water is the most valuable resource, one of the most valuable resource today, and it is under an immense crisis also today. Next, ecosystem management, using environmental informatics to support conservation and management of ecosystem including forest, grassland and wetlands. And sustainable urban planning, developing and applying environmental informatics tools to support sustainable urban planning and development. Environmental policy and decision making, providing decision makers with data driven insights and tools to inform environmental policy and decision making. Methods and tools used in environmental informatics include GIS and remote sensing, using GIS and remote sensing technology to analyze and interpret data. AIML technique, applying AIML technique to analyze and predict environmental phenomena. Next, environmental modeling software, using software such as SWOT, ModeFlow and ArcGIS to simulate and predict environmental phenomena. Data analytics and visualization, applying data analytics and visualization techniques to communicate environmental data insights and trends. And cloud computing and big data, leveraging cloud computing and big data technologies to support large-scale environmental data analysis and modeling. Next, business and finance informatics is the application of information technology and computer science to support business and financial decision making, management and operations. The focal areas in business and finance informatics include business intelligence, developing and applying data analytic and visualization tools to support decision making, financial modeling, creating computational model to simulate and predict financial outcome such as stock price, portfolio performance and risk management, accounting information systems, designing and implementing information systems to support accounting, auditing and financial reporting, supply chain management, applying information technology to optimize supply chain operations including procurement, logistic and inventory control and risk management, developing and applying computational models to identify, assess and mitigate financial and operational risks. Theories and frameworks in business informatics. Number one, decision support systems, which develop computer-based systems to support decision making. Enterprise resource planning, which implements integrated information system to manage business operation, including finance, human resource and supply chain management. Financial engineering, applied mathematical and computational techniques to develop new financial products and services. And data-driven decision making, use data analytics and visualization tools to support evidence-based decision making in business and finance. The application areas of business informatics includes portfolio optimization, which optimizes investment portfolio and risk management, credit risk assessment, which develops computational model to assess credit risk and predict default probabilities, financial forecasting. Using ML and statistical techniques, it forecasts financial outcome, for instance, stock price and revenue growth. Supply chain optimization, applying information technology to optimize supply chain operation, including inventory management, logistics and transportation, and business process automation. Using information technology to automate business process, including accounting, human resource and customer relationship management. The tools and methods in business and finance informatics include data analytics and visualization tools like Tableau, Power BI or D3.js, which it analyzes financial data, machine learning and AI, applying AI and ML technique to predict financial outcome, financial modeling software like Excel or MATLAB or R, enterprise resource planning systems and cloud computing systems, which include data analysis and modeling. So that's all. Now, thank you.